Welcome in, everybody. We're going to leave off where we left off. Level 62. You can see my stats down here. I'm getting pretty strong. We've got an entire set that we're about to switch to. A full FOC level 65 set. Hey, what's up, Kosha? Was that you I just saw in the game? Yeah, I thought it was you. I thought it was you or the other guy that was here yesterday. I forget his name. Not Kirlu, but the other player who's starting out, kind of new. Okay. Well, thanks for joining. Good to see you. So as I was saying, I've got a level 65 set. This is the PvP set that I'm going to switch to. It's going to give me more SCAD all across the board. It's already been plussed up. I just borrowed some gear that my other character had. Most of it's got fire resistance on it, which isn't going to help us too much, but it'll be fine. And then I got us a better weapon. This weapon's really good because it's got 101 SCAD on it, along with 101 con. So that's like 500 health right there on that weapon that we're missing on our current weapon, along with a good amount of damage and the skill crit chance. So I'm hoping we can get closer to 50% skill crit percentage chance before we end the stream tonight. Tonight's going to be a short stream. I'm just going to do my happy hour and then go to bed. I've got to get to work tomorrow and the next couple days. But we'll keep streaming. We got to get this guy to 70 at least. Okay, so this NPC, I've ran past him a couple times. You might have seen it. But he's the guy that gives you the alpha testing Tuperians quest for your little NPC. I've gone ahead and done the quest up to this point. I killed Emperor Graham, or Prince Graydon, inside Ancient Temple. And now I get to make a choice. You can take, he tells you to, before you start this quest, he tells you which one does what. The Zenovium one and the Exonium one. You can only take one though, so make sure you choose it correctly. So we're going to accept the quest, and then when we go to turn it in, he tells you the test atmos will change the Model X forever. The Zenovium one, the one on the left here, the blue one, will make her mighty as a Xenon general, so that'll turn it into a tank for us. While the Enodium one will turn her into a mage. And it's kind of a trick. The one on the left is most useful for everybody because it turns her into a tank. The one on the right, turning her into a mage sounds good for extra DPS, but what it amounts to is she'll fire one electric bolt and then run up and start smacking things, just like the mage NPCs do to us. Later, she gets a hush, I think, some CC, so it could be useful for some PvP builds that want to utilize a NPC in their PvP build. But most people are going to want the one on the left. I wanted to make sure I got this part at least on the stream for you guys. I've also got one Infinity Atma. I did a premium dungeon earlier once. We're going to need about 1,000 of those. Kind of sucks. But yeah, now that we got these two upgrades, we're going to finally have a useful tank that we can really manipulate the monsters with. We're listening to the Diablo soundtrack today. We can take our happy hour. Yeah, I was trying to wait for happy hour before I started streaming again. So we got most of our quests done. We did a couple by mistake, and then I got them up to the next level. But Brother 3, we had to finish that. But the rest of them were ready to turn in. Yeah, I'm just looking for some music that'll not get the VOD muted. Because it's important you guys at least hear me. But I don't want dead air either when I'm not talking. I gotta sit down one day and make like a hour-long texture pad of music. Something I can loop. So how's your hunter going? Do you like the range character? Yeah, they're pretty squishy, but I don't know. Early to mid game, about level 40 or so, you'll be able to kill them without really tanking or taking any hits for a little while. Are you gonna be the ranger or are you gonna be the avenger? The ranger's really fun. That was what my first hunter turned into. They're really good in PvP. In PvP they're good, but you had to have good positioning so that you can shoot things from max range. But yeah, they crit really hard. A lot of things don't have long range defense, especially other players. They nerfed it a little bit, but you can still do it. But back in the day, my ranger played a lot of PvP, and so I would sit up near a ridge line and snipe from 60 meters away. And so like healers and casters and stuff couldn't even get near me to CC me. And I had a wall of people in front of me to keep me safe. It was a lot of fun. Nowadays the Avenger's a little bit stronger, just because they have really good pets, but they can't take any pet skills until that very last one at like level 70, I think it is, because all the other skills suck. Their traps are okay too, but they're more PvP oriented. They deal a lot of damage, but they're kind of buggy. I don't like the way they feel. I've got this Gandharva launcher if you needed that. It's a level 25 launcher. If you want, I can just mail it to you real quick, since I still got your name in my chat log, I think. Yep. I'll link it to your character. You can see what it looks like. Alright, I'm gonna mail it to you. And if you change your mind, you can have it. If not, you can sell it or do something with it. I just feel bad because it's gonna rot in my bags forever. Let's go turn this stuff in and get some more quests. We're back up to Novalux and then to North Hammer. Something else I wanted to mention, we got our health up to 7,463. And you can see how little experience some of these quests give. That's why I waited for happy hour. And that's why we pushed so hard in Southhammer to get here before we hit 60. We could go and wrap those up when I don't have happy hour, but we probably won't need to. While we're here, we're going to compound our lady together. But you got to compound these, just plug it in, then click the only recipe you see. Sometimes there'll be more, and then hit OK. So now it's level 5. And this is what I mean by sometimes there'll be more. So we want the Brianna. And if you look, we don't have the part for the Juliana, so that won't even work for us. So you click Brianna and auto register. It'll pop it right up in there. And there she is. And right now she looks the same, but as we level up, we'll get a couple more quests from that dude, and we'll be able to actually kind of choose the direction that she evolves into, and she'll change the way she looks and her weapon and stuff. But there's one particularly good one that everybody wants, and there's the guide on the Discord, on Fury's Discord, that we got linked. So if you really want to make the right one, make sure you pay attention to how to make it. But it's hard to make anyways. You're not going to accidentally make this shit, because you got to buy so much stuff to make it. It's not really expensive. It's just kind of like a scavenger hunt for the items. But yeah, let's look at her stats real quick. See, now she's doing about 400 damage per attack. And she's got 300 defense. Which compared to us, that's about the same. We got about 328. And her magic is about 400 damage. So that can kind of double your DPS once you hit level 60 to get her fully evolved up. When you start feeling tanky, you may feel that you can run over here to these weird looking dudes, the onions on their head, because there's a lot of them over here. You might think, oh, I can probably just pull 30 of those and just nuke them all real quick. Every one of them can stun you. They're very dangerous. And they only spawn here on this map, on this little location. There's no quests or anything for them, I don't think. They're pretty useless, but they're unique, and they're scary.
Yo!
Hey, we hit level 63. Fly back to Plancy and turn this in. This is a nostalgic song. So this quest is weird because it tells you to take the sand to a machine, and they removed the machine from the game. There used to be another little transporter machine right here. So now... Sorry, I heard something. Sorry. So, we just talked to this guy, and he talked to us like a person a minute ago. We did a quest for him. Many results of the Plancy lab are the products of the past Narshal lab. Xenic knows well about it, but we still don't take any action for the development and recovery of the region. Xenic works for the human being. It's kind of partially translated. When we do this quest for him, see, look, he told us, go collect 30 horns. Oh, we need more samples of a creature, blah, 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 blah. But then we do this part of the quest. And it says, first time seeing this type of refining machine. Well, we finally found the right hole to put the ion sand into the machine. On the side of the machine, there is a lever to pull down on. The machine starts to shake with mechanical sounds as the sand is being put inside and the lever is pulled. Grr, grr. The ion tester makes a mechanical sound and stops. Then it prints out the results with the characters and codes. It's difficult to recognize any of the results. Maybe take it to Mortis. Yeah, it's a little awkward. I don't know what we just did to that poor man. The fact that it said we put it in the hole, it's just too much. You have the results? Give them to me, please. It's exciting. So yeah, they're trying to get magic out of the dirt itself. Let me go back where we came from. So, the gist of it is the guy that sent us here is sick and he needs medicine. And the doctor found out he's sick because the dirt is making him sick because it's got that magic pollution shit in it. And this dude, instead of giving him his cure, he's like, well, let's run some tests to figure out if we can get more magic out of the dirt and harness it. While dude's over here suffering. A lot of the quests are like, everybody's very self-serving. Everybody's out for self. Or they're more concerned with science than doing the right thing. But it is a crap sack world. I mean, everything's fucked. You got onion people trying to eat you.
Yo!
Alright, so this next part of the quest, I need nightmare monsters. So he's going to try to get even more magical dirt from the strongest monsters there are over here. Try to find his cure. I think those are only nightmare. It might not be. If not, we're going to do them now because they're easy to get. Nope, here they are. And yeah, these look like the nightmare monsters we fought around level 45. It's the same model. It's funny they sound like the dogs. I never noticed that. Might need to adjust the volume some outside of game. But yeah, if you look, my pet used her taunt and took aggro from me. She can hold her own too. Drop the volume down a little. There we go. Why is there music again? I don't get this game. Look at him breakdance. Also, I moved my cooldown bar up to below my feet so you guys can see what the rhythm of the skills I'm using. You know what I mean? The combos and stuff. So your pet will taunt if you have it attack first. And then it'll taunt again when it comes off cooldown. So what I mean is, I can have her attack this one on the left here. She taunted. But then if she runs over here and hits this guy, she's not going to taunt for a minute. But if I give her time, she will. See, she can tank quite a bit. If she focuses the same target, she should use her aggro. Alright, we wrapped up here. But it's weird, there's like piano music over there playing that's not part of the music soundtrack, it's part of the ambient sound soundtrack. It's just confusing me.
Yo! Yo!
Alright, so he's got his cure. The cure's not even for him either, it's for somebody else that's over here. Somebody sick in one of these tents. And he's more concerned with getting science done. But he's got enough that he can cure more than one person though. Oh, there's another player. Over here used to be one of the big party grind spots where everybody hung out. He's gonna leave soon. But yeah, this place over here, you used to have a whole party to do what I'm about to do. Now you can just sell all this shit. Yeah, right here was literally the ground spot. We would stand up here as a party, and then one person would run around the whole circle here and get everything, bring them to the middle. Let's get that singing, so I don't want to get copyright struck. Anytime there's vocals, I don't trust it. That's close. They got too great. That's alright, we're gonna respawn nearby. We really only need to kill the little machines, and plenty of them spawn over here. I just wanted to show that spot off. Yeah, this quest is a little grindy. But we're doing the deer part also. Some of it. we get this machine part done, I'll show you some of the nightmare monsters nearby. It might be. Yeah. It should be visible on your end, but I can shrink OBS down some. Did that change it at all? Yeah, you're right. I can't see it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, on my stream preview, I can see it. So you should be able to see it on your end. Yeah, it happened. The orders are done. Let's go check out these nightmares before they're gone. So we flew over here earlier, but I didn't show any of the monsters. So if you look carefully, there's shadows on the ground, but there's nothing there. But if I hit the highlight nearby enemy button, you can see the ring around them. There's hidden cactus bugs that'll ambush you, but they're not very hidden. Those aren't the nightmare monsters. That's just something to look out for while you're out here. And we're out here at the Sand Hell on the map. You'll see some ruins out here. They're really small. There's a dirt path that leads to them. It cuts right through the middle. And it's these guys, these ghosts holding skulls. Cyber Spectres is what they're called. And they actually hurt. They're not, you know, as weak as some of the other stuff we've been fighting. Some of the nightmare stuff. That's not even the boss either. There's a boss one around here somewhere. Just gotta sneak to him. Yep, there he is. Yeah, let's get these guys out the way and then try to farm the boss a few times. Let our pet take this one while we rest up. Yeah, this dude hits for 1400 damage. Shit, there's another one. They're everywhere. Alright. Send our pet out. That's one. That was 77,000 experience. No drop though. try one more. I'm gonna send her in and drag her back out. See, our pet's tanking it for a bit. We're still on the aggro though. That's alright, because we're running it down. No drop. We can kill one more, but it ain't gonna give us a drop because we ain't gonna have time to kill it. Got him close though. Let's go turn some stuff in. So this part of the Grill Lumber Mill quest, you normally wouldn't have access to a flying mount, and so I'm going to show you what to do with your ground mount. Hopefully you have at least a fast one. If you have to use the free one, you might need to stop. But you're going to want to just run, and don't stop through here, because the shit will kill you. The worst part is the shit shoots you, so you will get knocked off even if you don't get hit in short range. Once you get over here and you see your quest turn in, don't stop. Run past all of them and run up the hill. And run far enough away to lose aggro for most of them. And then run back down. And then be careful because there's more over here, but there's fewer. You can usually get to about right here, and that one should leave you alone. And then you're safe to go back up and turn it. In the meantime, you can keep your pet on defensive mode like mine is, and if anything hits you, your pet will run over and smack it. And as long as your pet's alive, it'll keep the aggro on you. So like just now that dude hit me, and here she comes to hit him. Now he's gonna leave me alone. I'm gonna send her in on these guys too. And while she's still fighting, back on your mount and run back the way you came. Remember that hill we were on though? That's where we were on the map. Later, if we need to kill those green guys, that's where we're going to want to fight them. Because there's 3 different types of enemies over here, and these right here with the hammers are the ones we're going to need. And there's only hammer dudes on that hill. They're spread out enough that you can fight them one by one. Hey, look at this shit. If you do die, there is a respawn place right over here. Right over on that gravestone. But yeah, once you got down the hill, they should quit chasing you. And you can go and turn in. So that quest, let me mute this real quick. That quest we just did will sync up with the robot quest we were fighting a minute ago. They'll both have us drop off at the same places.
Yo! Yo!
We're gonna fly back up this hill and fight the Black Hands for just a second and get a torn letter. Luckily we can just fly over, otherwise you just run around and farm where we were earlier. We're gonna send our pet in first. The quest is done.
Yo! Yo!
So that's 4 different quests that's going to have us go back to the lab. Well, 3. And then one's going to be fly from the lab to where we got to go. We're going to take the Wing Rider. Yeah, the ones with the skulls are elites, and so they have double the health of the ones that don't have skulls. If they have a red border behind them, they'll aggro to you if they see you. If they have a black border, they won't aggro. And if you want, you can send your pet in first, and if they are linked, like you said, they'll your pet will get the link pool, and then you can start shooting, and only one will come to you when your pet dies. It'll break that chain up. And that's real important for the more squishier classes like you, where you gotta kill them one at a time. You can't really AoE.
Yo!
Okay, no, we had to fly to the rest of them. I thought they were all over here, but all the quest turn-ins are over here in the next spot. We're gonna fly to the ion harvesting machine, and I'll be right back to use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. So most of the quests that we've been doing haven't turned in much experience. The ones over here do.
Yo!
So don't feel too discouraged.
Yo! Yo! Yo!
I like this next quest, but it's also annoying because I've been out here for so long in my actual life. This little part of the map here used to be a really good spot for people to grind when they were solo, because you could pull one monster at a time. The monsters weren't too hard to fight, and you're right there next to a safe place. But yeah, for this quest I need to kill 40 of these little dudes. You see, they're not too hard. I've got a couple melee characters stuck at this part because I've given up for now. I'm like, I'm so bored of looking at this part of the map. But you guys probably won't have that problem unless you get bored of these. But yeah, the one thing you want to be careful of, all the monsters, all the goblins here will call for help when they get low. The mages shoot fireballs and kind of heal. They're not too bad. The robbers that we just fought are easy. But they have murderers with them that throw spears at you. And those hurt. If you're a melee character, they're going to run from you too. So they're very, very annoying. But if you can shoot them or you can throw spells at them, they're not too bad. You just have to pay attention to where you're getting attacked from. A big group, get them all at once. I like to put my pet on the murderers and just run. That way the pet and the monster run off. See? And as long as your pet is fighting two of them, she'll never die. And those two will never respawn and interrupt you again. She'll run after one and then decide, okay, that's far enough, and then chase after the other one. And only one will ever be attacking her, and she'll regen enough health that she won't ever die. And she'll keep those two busy for you. I might record a be right back screen with this little shenanigans going on. Me sitting in a safe spot watching her fight him. She will kill him eventually, I guess. It's gonna take a while. I know if she runs far enough away, they'll reset their health. And then they'll turn around and get back into a fight with her. Oh, no, you don't. We don't do that here. We're halfway done with these. Nine more robbers. Last three should just be over here. We're going to turn that in, and we're going to go and get our enchanted wood and red spider frame stones. Come on, guys. One more. I was wrong, we gotta kill one more mage. We gotta get a drop from one of these mages, but it shouldn't take but a second. One or two kills. There's the drop. So we're gonna fly out here to Narshell Forest. You can walk, but it's about the same time, honestly. So I'm just gonna fly so we don't have to listen to that stupid noise. Get a cool view. Up here there's a respawn point, and not really much else of note. There's not any quests that lead you up here to fight these spiders. There's some like scroll quests, but no story quests. And this looks like a dungeon, and I wish it would have been one, but this is the Narshell lab. This is just like Plancy lab, but it's a different one that was abandoned because the monsters came and took over. At nightmare time, there's monsters that spawn out here that drop physical crit attack stuff. It's really good for assassins and hunters. Do be careful of the insects though. Anywhere on this map, if you see these little bug guys, try not to fight them. At least don't let them hit you. Some of them have a really, really long and painful DOT. It's not as much of a big deal now because it's flat damage. It's like 250 health or something like that. So if you're, if you're paying attention, you should be fine. You should be able to heal yourself as long as you don't get, super low and then one of those hits you. But back in the day, they were ruthless because we didn't have hardly any health at all. Okay, we gotta kill a bunch of these trees here. These guillotine trees. Trees with 2 heads. And a machete for an arm. They're like made of bone and wood and decapitated heads. Luckily they're real weak, and they're slow as shit too. So even if you're super, super squishy, you can nuke these before they ever get to you. The only thing that sucks about them being slow is you can't really gather them up. You kind of gotta kill them where they stand. And then these red spiders closer to this red tree are what else we need. And they're just as squishy, but they're quicker. You're gonna end up farming the trees more because the trees are slower to drop what they need. Quest-wise. And if you go back down that way, it'll lead back towards Plancy Lab. And that way is where we flew from. do drop strong spider legs, which give you a shit ton of mana back. So some mages like to farm out here. Not so much anymore, but healers probably still will because they can burn a shield. We're done with these stones, so on the way back to the tree. These are creepy though. They have the face of like women on them. You can barely see it. They got like a human head. Got all the buffs now. Funny because when they die they sound like the imps from Doom, but the imps from I think the PSX version. I might be wrong. Alright, let's get out of here.
Yo! Yo!
They want me to go back to Clancy with that quest.
Yo! Yo!
He wants me to go back to Clancy. Oh, not yet.
Yo! Yo!
No, they want me to hop with zombie robots. I'm sorry. We're gonna do that in a bit because that's really grindy. We're gonna fly out to Kohin, the other smaller town on this map. It's off in the opposite corner. Near this smaller city is the warp gate to the next map, Numerian. But it doesn't spit you out near a city, it spits you out near a dungeon. And it's confusing, and I think the monsters near there are way higher than you are. But I'm not sure. I know the dungeon monsters aren't so bad. They're our level, but outside the dungeon, they're like 70-ish. So be careful if you do that. There's I'm sorry. There's a warp to inside the dungeon that also has another warp on another map, and you can warp to that other map from this town outside of that dungeon. So you can either walk into the dungeon from this map or that other map, or you can warp to that other map, because this game's confusing. The warp gate up here that you can walk through used to just be a dead end, and to get to this dungeon you had to either warp from the NPC or walk there from the other map, because that was supposed to lead somewhere else. I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, see, it's not marked or anything. It doesn't say that it's going to lead to Robina Mine. That's where it takes you. So you think the inside this city would be nice and green like the rest of the places, but it's not. But instead they have this big machine here where they're extracting the magic from the sand. This place has an auctioneer and everybody else you need in a town. A whole bunch of NPCs to sell to, a banker, all sorts of good stuff before you go do that quest. What am I going to look for here? There's something I want to look for before we move on. I just got to think. Oh, that's what it was. It was a costume. Let's see if there's any cheap one. No, there's only one costume. It's a bit too much. I don't think it's for my race either. Yeah, it's return only. Oh no, there's a hot dog for $6,000. Or $6 million. Yeah, we're gonna get that. Give me just a second. I want to see if this freaks out on OBS, because if it doesn't, then we're just going to roll with it. Hang out just a moment. Oh, good. You can't see the other window. Okay. I'm going to mail myself some money real fast. So I'll take that a sec. This is an important costume. Otherwise I wouldn't do this. It's not just for the health. I could sell a ring to an NPC, but I'm already here, so just a second. And if the mail stalls, I'll just sell a ring. Because sometimes it freaks out and takes a minute to push the mail to your character. That was quick. At least the mail. I mean, I wasn't quick. The mail. Almost as soon as I sent it. Sometimes you gotta sit here and wait like 10 minutes. Thank you. Let's see if the auction's quick. Yeah, there's some other costumes. I don't think there's any for my race though, except for this.
Aha!
Never did do that. While I'm here. Just a sec. There we go. Somebody PM me, but I don't know what they said because they spoke in Russian. But hello, person. Come on, mailbox, where you at? It's gonna make me wait for this costume. I'm gonna try to log in and out real fast. Just a second, guys. I'm gonna try to push my mail through. Don't go anywhere. There we go, that should fix the auction now. Yep, there it is. Let's pop the seal on this, get 500 more health, and more importantly... Oh no, it doesn't show, hang on. Where is it, costume? How embarrassing. I forgot how to do this. Now I'm a hot dog. This is what we were all waiting for. Alright, since we're close to leveling, I'm going to pop over and we're going to peek our head into that dungeon. Just gotta remember who to talk to. I think this person. Yeah. So yeah, these guys out here are level 75, so you got to be careful. But then there's this guy that walks closer, and he's only level 66. This is Robina Mine. We're going to push up to close to the first boss, and then we're going to back out. This is the same gear as what was inside of the wreck ship with the ghost people and the cutlet boss and all them people, the snake people. Let me pull it up. This isn't the same set, but this is where the first ion shoulders come from, basically. The pauldrons you can get. And the ion gear that you get from these 3 different dungeons will have the move speed and the casting speed on the gloves and on the boots. That's the first time you can get them on the non-PvP items. Alright, so let's go in here and show this shit off. Sadly, they reuse this map a whole lot. This is the premium dungeon map. Turn back into a hot dog. We'll have quests in here next level, I think. So we'll be back soon. We're at 8,000 health now. It's constant. That was close. Look at this shit. That's glitchy. My head is gone. I'm a cursed hot dog. I mistimed something. That's okay. Just respawn real quick. And pop right back out. Yeah, this is the Numerian map, and you can see we're way up here in the top left corner. The town you would spawn in is over here, Alban, if you were to come here through the warp gate lady. I'm gonna warp back home to Kohen. We're gonna fly all the way back to Clancy. I think this flies over the volcano. Here we are. Just a hot dog with a dream. Oh, our face is back. We're no longer the forbidden glizzy. Talk to the leader again. This quest, Hermit and Flame, it's important you do this one because this gives you a key to get into one of the raids. If you don't do this quest, you can't go to that raid ever. So like you might be level 90 and be like, oh shit, I didn't do that quest at level 63 or whatever, 62. But basically, he's trying to figure out, we're bringing him body parts from where we just killed those guillotine trees and those spiders. And he's trying to figure out what is causing the monsters that already existed to become more violent recently. Seems like they're working towards a goal. mayor and the leader back at the two different city leaders from the two different cities. Put it that way. They both want us to meet over here for two different quests. So we're going to turn that in at the same time. And that should boost us to 64, and we'll get some more quests to start.
Ah.
99.5. She's gonna have us go to a risky place. There we go, 64. Yay. I think one more level, then we get... Oop. One more level and we'll have our PvP gear. And then, yeah, we'll have our staff too. This staff used to be 67, that's why that threw me off. But now it's only 65. Bring it in par with the rest of the stuff. And so we've got quests now back at Kohen Village, up here where we were. We've got spiders on the way, and the NPC where we turn those spiders in is right there, north of where we're going to be collecting the spider. And then we got these stupid cactus bugs over here. These cactus bugs I'm going to grind off camera, because they're quick to do, but they suck to do because they're hard to see until you get right up on them. And they're boring. They die really quickly, they do nothing but. Oh no, they're gonna get me. Oh, they're dead. But you see, I killed 2 of them and I only got 1 drop. And I gotta get 30 drops, so I'm gonna kill like 60 or 70 of them. And they're all throughout this place. So I'm gonna be running around killing shit for a while. I'm gonna spare y'all that fresh hell. Real quick before we fly off to get the stuff on the way, the black frame spider. We gotta get a letter from one of these NPCs. Just a quick drop and we'll turn around and go back. Desert Major. Time for another rampage. This guy's going to want us to return again, but we're not going to return again. I'm going to get these dudes again off camera. The, everything we just fought, I got to go fight a bunch of that shit again. And I'm not going to repeat myself. Just want to show off the content, you know. should get the last drop here in a second. So we gotta hunt these little mini dragons here, but the game calls them lava bugs because the little insects apparently turn into these through like a pupa stage, I guess. But yeah, they can cast a fireball spell on you, but they're not too bad. They used to be pretty scary, but they're not too bad anymore. Yeah, there's a fireball. See, there's music. Like piano music. I just turned it on. And now it's off for good. And it just reset. Yeah, let me pause the actual music. That music in the background's part of the game. But it... ambient sound and volume? Yeah. That's goofy. So I don't know what the hell that was. turn this in, I'm gonna call this a night. I have to have the ambient sound on to keep the jet from being too loud. That's okay. I'm gonna turn the music off anyway. Is there any actual music that plays if we turn this on? No. That's so weird. Real fast. Down here are some goofy looking enemies. Got these weird like pig robot people on a unicycle. But they are the unicycle. And you got some horrifying blob monsters. There's still more on this map, but I gotta show you guys. Next time I stream, I'm gonna take us out here near where the fire dragon raid is, and then we're gonna check out the nightmare raid in that dungeon, and we'll actually go through Robina Mine all the way. Okay, yeah, we'll get those quests at 65, so we'll see. Alright everybody, thanks for coming out. I'll see you all next time. And until then, from one hot dog to another.